Hi, it's Victoria Navin from Rhyming Multisensory Stories. I hope you had a great start to the September term. I'd like to share with you my sensory rich ideas and activities for the week ahead. And that's week commencing the 8th of September. Got some nice ideas and activities for you. So, starting with the 8th of September, we've got the Feast of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, a day celebrated by Catholics and Orthodox Christians honouring Mary's birth. I've got a rhyming couplet with a couple of props, facilitation ideas, and I've popped some learning objectives in there for you as well. You might want this to be linked to an RE lesson or just simply enjoy a moment of calm. So you could dim the lights in the room. Blue petals bloom where silence lies, baby's breath beneath the skies. Two props, a blue torch or a blue light. If you haven't got a blue torch or a blue light, then create an overlay by securing blue cellophane with an elastic band over the end of a torch and a recording of Ave Maria or choir singing. To facilitate, bathe the learning space in blue light to evoke calm. You might want to bathe the light over the hands or the feet of your learners, or you maybe direct it on the floor, up the walls, so on around the room, and play the hymn via a sound button or tablet, inviting the learner to initiate the music, or you may wish to play that through your whiteboard. Learning objectives include engage in a calming visual experience, supporting visual and emotional regulation, initiate playing music through technology, exploring early cause and effect, focus attention on gentle melody and rhythm of the hymn, showing increased auditory engagement and sustained listening. If you wish to explore the Seven Saints' Days in September in more depth, there is a fully resourced sensory story with sensory ideas. It's called Sensory Saints, a sensory journey through 7 sacred days, and there's some lovely activities in there too for you. 9th of September, here's one for you early years teams, a celebration to honour the comfort and companionship of our cuddly friends. Celebrate by holding a sensory rich teddy bears picnic. Now I've got 5 activity ideas with learning objectives, and I've written some adaptations for our PMLD learners. So the first activity, make and send invitations. Invite students from the class to join your picnic, or maybe invite a member of the SLT to pop in. Learning objective, practice early literacy and mark making, engagement of expressive communication and social anticipation. If you're adapting this, use tactile materials and hand-over-hand support to co-create your invitations, focusing on sensory exploration and shared attention, choosing the menu and preparing the food. So how about making teddy bear biscuits or soft sandwiches using a teddy-shaped cutter? This will develop decision-making by selecting picnic foods, explore healthy eating through sensory engagement with textures, smells and tastes. So add some fruit and salads in there, practice fine motor skills. Adaptation, offer a choice between 2 sensory rich food items, supporting intentional selection through gaze, gesture or vocalization. Support kneading the biscuit dough using the cutters. Option to taste a dab of honey on the lips or honey water if your students are peg fed or on special diets. Laying the picnic table or blanket promotes spatial awareness and collaborative skills. Anticipate shared routines. Practice gentle transitions through physical setup. Adaptations, use a blanket with bold patterns or tactile zones. Support learners to press and smooth, reinforcing spatial awareness and shared routine. Support to lay out the plates and cups. After your picnic, you might want to enjoy a teddy bear themed game. How about pass the teddy around to music? So pass the teddy bear around to music playing in the background, and when the music stops, invite the student that's holding the bear to give them a hug or a high five. And the learning objectives here, participate in shared group rhythm by passing a teddy bear while music plays, responding with a hug or high five to foster emotional connection, anticipation, and gentle physical interaction. And there's an option to add a drop of essential oil to the bear's ear to add an extra sensory layer. Finally, you might want to enjoy a sensory story. Now, this will deepen emotional connection and listening skills through rhythm, texture, and narrative, and engage students with multisensory elements. Now, adaptations, remember, you don't have to tell the whole story in one session. Focus on one or two events. For example, exploring building a house of straw or one of the characters. So, say the wolf, maybe his tail is a feather duster. A fan's going to be his breath, and a back scratcher, his claws. There is a resource if you want to enjoy a full sensory story. Join Goldilocks on a sensory adventure with this adaptation of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And again, there's some lovely activities in there, including a hard and soft sensory bin, themed listening games, making oat milk face masks, and so on. 13th of September, Roald Dahl Day. We celebrate Roald Dahl Day to honour his birthday, his magical stories, and support his marvellous children's charity. So a nice idea here is to explain the main characters, the main characters in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory through the senses. So basically, each prop represents a character. Charlie Bucket, well, he can be a bucket, and you could place your props in there as well at the end, so students can retell the story in their own way, selecting the props. Grandpa Joe, a nice squidgy pair of slippers. Willy Wonka, a chocolate coin. The Oompa Loompas, you might want to use some face paint, or if you don't want to use face paints, then you could offer each of your sensory explorers a segment of Satsuma. Violet, well, she could be a Parma violet, an edible violet flower, or smelling violet essential oil. Mike TV, a remote control with the batteries taken out. Augustus Gloop, some nice oobleck or gloop. And Mr. Bucket, he was a toughie. He had a job working in a toothpaste factory, so I thought a nice prop might be some fresh mint leaves. So to extend learning, can the student match the character to the prop? Lovely opportunity for storytelling here. All of these resources can be found via the Etsy shop. You can buy direct via the website, which is over here on the right, www.rhymingmultisensorystories.com. There are discounts for direct sales, or you may wish to take out an annual subscription, £95 for the year. That's a site license, so you can have up to 20 users on that license. Works out £2.03 a book, I think, because there's currently 47 different packs that you can choose from. So if you want to have a sneaky peek at the teaching calendar for next month, you can head over again to the website. It's on the drop-down menu or on the landing page. Your questions, queries, comments, they're always welcome. Thank you to everyone that's been in touch this week. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Bye.